Hello, and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. We want to start with a look at the quarterly returns heat map. Just want to show you how quarter four normally, the fourth quarter, normally performs, or rather how Bitcoin performs normally in Q4. And historically, it really is the best quarter, okay? I know September is usually boring. We talked about that. It really is. Q3 is also usually the weakest quarter. This is not broken down by month. It's more like, let's look at the seasons. And yeah, Q4 is more like, I don't know, it's more like spring and summer in crypto. But yeah, you see it. I mean, in 2024, this was based on BTC, yeah. This was a 47.5% increase in Q4. 2023, 56.7. 2022 was negative. That was the not the post-halving, that was the post-cycle top year, yeah. So that was the bear market. I mean, of course, in the bear market, don't expect crazy gains, but all of 2022 was, of course, kind of bearish. But you might remember in 2022, then in Q4, the recovery started actually, at least for Bitcoin. But even in the post-halving year, 2021, okay, which is where we are now, basically like post-halving, right? 4 years afterwards, the Q4 was positive. But please note that this is not maybe as positive as it, was in 2023, 2024, because in 2021, already in November, the cycle topped. And that is something that could happen in this cycle again, right? I mean, we did say it. Q4 could be a key. It's a key area. It's a key time to watch it, to be awake. Yeah, don't sleep on it, because in previous cycles it was always Q4. Okay, some of you might not know that, but it was always Q4. So whether it's November or December, still it can be profitable, but we have to pay extra attention, right? If you didn't pay attention all cycle, in Q4 you should really. So don't sleep on it. And yeah, you can see that most of the, most of the time, October, November, December was profitable. Overall, I think that gives us a good indication that Q4 also this year could be interesting, could be volatile, and also could lead to some nice gains across the sector. Again, always probabilities, not certainties, but that should be clear when we talk about markets. So that's something interesting to watch. That can, of course, have an impact on altcoins as well. Yeah. We will have to pay close attention to Bitcoin dominance as well, Ethereum dominance, USDT dominance, yeah. And all of the, most of them are still sleeping. I mean, look at USDT dominance. Just to give you one example here, I shared that yesterday also on X. By the way, if you don't follow us there yet, make sure you do. There are some additional charts, updates, news that you can find here on our X channel. I leave a link in the description. Make sure you follow now and get some additional insights. But yeah, USDT dominance, why do I say it's sleeping? Well, look, it's just moving sideways. Yeah, it just is. Someone asked me yesterday, what if this is a 1-2-1-2 setup? Yeah, can't be, because there's a lower low here, right? So it can be a triangle, a so-called running triangle. And if a triangle has a B wave that overshoots to the downside, that's bearish. And that's actually good, because USDT dominance in decline, whether that's directly or maybe after a bit of a bounce, I mean, can't expect to predict every wave here, but it's not a tradable asset as such, right? But USDT dominance going down is actually good for the sector, because it means that money or funds or, Tether are moving back into the crypto sector. I mean, it is crypto, but you know what I mean. Altcoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, yeah. BNB season. It feels like BNB season at the moment out there. By the way, again, it's crazy. I made a video about BNB a few days ago. I make videos about BNB regularly. It's at all times. It's like, it's crazy. Nobody cares about BNB. It's crazy. Yeah, that's why I don't cover it very often. I do cover it in the membership if people ask, but I thought I'd test it. Are people interested in BNB? No, it was a great call. I mean, it reached already my targets like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Not calling a top yet, but we've reached targets. People don't care about it. It's like crazy, right? I don't know why. It was one of the best performers here this cycle. Anyway, But yeah, we want that to happen. So, and that could also happen maybe, in Q4. We'll see. We'll pay close attention to it. It happened in Q4. Yeah, it could happen in Q4. It happened in Q4 2023, decline, yeah. Q4 2024. So we'll see what happens here, yeah. So let's also take a look at Bitcoin. I mean, I spent a bit of time on this because I don't want to repeat everything again. Daily chart Bitcoin, we can keep it short. Again, this is just a reminder that obviously it's Sunday, you guys know that. But first of all, there's the weekly candle close today. Normally we see a bit of volatility, right? We still have no confirmed local low. Honestly, I explained everything in yesterday's video, made my position very, very clear that we're here at a key decision point. We expected price to move into this area. You will remember the VRVP indicator, which pointed us to that 118K area. Price has reached it. All good. We also talked about Fibonacci resistance, which we can get from our Elliott waves. Price reached it. All good. And now we're moving in this price channel, which could be broken at some point, which will be broken. I mean, I can predict that because the trend channel will always get broken at some point. It's just that the trend channel itself is not super important. I think it's even broken on the smaller time frame now, so I might remove that later today. It's more about understanding what are now the support levels that keep the idea alive that we could be in a fifth wave directly to all-time highs. If we're moving in a broader sideways correction, a broader flat correction, for example, ABC, then that increases the risk that we have formed a major top already, but we can still watch for the blue bullish 1-2 setup, which is a bit more speculative, but actually more bullish, yeah? So there are still two bullish scenarios around. Let's take a look at the shorter time frame for BTC, and here, yeah, we have broken the channel rather sideways. That's not a big deal. That often happens on a weekend. It's often meaningless if that happens on a weekend because it doesn't happen with much volume, right? It's just sideways grind and then it becomes meaningless, this channel. I'll leave it on there for now. We'll see what happens later today. But overall, we're holding still support. This is the support area I shared with you yesterday between 113,580 and 115,820. So this is a key support zone to watch for the white scenario. This is the first support area for the white count. I mean, technically, if we break below it, we could still explore as an alternative a 1-2 setup and then higher. Why? Because it's a wave 5 to the upside that we're dealing with. So wave 1 could be a 3-wave move, but that really only becomes worth discussing once we break upper support. Because as long as we don't break upper support, I'm going to watch if the market can give us 5 waves, because that's the signal we need. So 113,580 is the key support level to watch. It's an important one. It's not only Fibonacci support. For those who don't care about Fibonacci support, it's also structural support from previous swing highs. Here you see that, right? And so that's going to be kind of meaningful. Yeah, so I keep you updated about all of that. Today, I don't see anything right now that would be in any way in addition to what we talked about yesterday, but later today, possible volatility towards the weekly candle close. And also keep in mind, today we're running our MCO member live stream at 5 p.m. UTC to prepare you guys for the next week. So if you want to join the discussion, make sure you check out the membership options and we'll see each other there later today at 5 p.m. UTC. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.